Okay, good afternoon everyone. I'm just going to do a real quick video regarding an update on some of our transfer targets. First of all, a lot of you need to understand the way that the market works, that Chelsea are actively seeking to buy people in a specific position. Jadon Morris just had his press conference and he said that there are two key areas that Chelsea are looking at. He didn't go into what those key areas are, but if you were to hazard a guess, you'll probably say another striker, because he was saying that it depends on departures as well. We all know that Giroud's looking to go, so with Giroud looking to go, it's obvious that we're after another striker. And I think maybe a defender as another option. As I said, the way it works is that you have a number of targets. So I definitely know that Chelsea want Werner, they want Sancho. You could, just because you want somebody doesn't mean that you're going to get them. I see a lot of people saying, "Oh, let's just go and buy Werner." But first of all, you have to agree a deal with a club, and you have to agree a deal with a player. If the club doesn't agree to sell, then you have to move on to another option. So you, as I said, it's not as easy as saying, yeah, I want that player, I'll just offer millions of pounds and that player comes to you. So like all good clubs, what Chelsea do, they all have 3 or 4 specific targets. They'll have their number one target. If they can't get their number one target, then they'll go on to the next people on the list. So from all the reports that we're hearing, it looks like Werner's probably is the number one target, but as I said, Leipzig are reluctant to let him go. Werner doesn't really want to go because his team are challenging for the league at the moment. So that one looks like it may not go through. So do Chelsea wait until the summer, or do they look at other targets? So the other target on the list is DEMBELE. So a bid of 34 million went in yesterday, which has been rejected by his club. They may do business around about 45-50 million pounds. We don't know. It could be a negotiation ploy. But as I said, the club may go in with another offer. If there's still no joy from Lyon on that one, then they'll move on to the next one. I'm hearing of CHALOV, the Russian guy. His record this year hasn't been that great. He hasn't been prolific. He's only scored 5 goals in the Russian league this year. So with me, would I go and get somebody who's not going to greatly improve on what we have already? Maybe not. And Joe did say in the press conference that they're only looking at players who can improve the squad. So that probably counts CHALOV out. I don't know what his potential is. I haven't seen a lot of the guy. But his record, the goal scoring record in Russia isn't great. We need somebody who's going to compete with Tammy. Whether he's a man or not sure. And looking at defenders, obviously there's talk of us sounding out KOULIBALY. Again, I said if Napoli don't let him go, then we'll have to look for someone else. De Laurentiis, their chairman, is notoriously difficult to deal with. So that would be hard to push through in January, because January is always a difficult time to push through on transfers anyway. It's looking, if I'm a betting man, I'll say that Nathan Ake, we'll be getting Nathan Ake. Reason being is, as I said, he's got that buyback clause, 40 million. Man City and Tottenham want him. He's having a standout season for Bournemouth. The only sticking block at the moment is that he's just overcoming an injury. So Chelsea may want to see how he recovers from that injury before forking out money, because they need somebody who's ready now, who can help us towards until the end of the season. So that may be what's holding up that deal. So once he gets fully fit, we may see movement in that area. So Sancho, no, I can't see him coming in January. His club have already said there's no way that he's going to get sold in January. and they want, you're talking about £150,000. So £150 million is what they're looking at for him as well. So there are reports that we bid 100 million and that was rejected. I don't know how true that is, but yeah, so as I said, that one definitely won't happen in January. So again, do the club look at ZAHA as a potential? But ZAHA is a possibility, but are we gonna spend 80 million on him? If Crystal Palace budge on the evaluation and we can get him for say 60 million or maybe 40 with a player included like Batshuayi thrown in, that's a possibility. But as I said, there's going to be a lot of speculation, there's going to be a lot of names thrown around. So I'll keep reporting on what I hear. As I said, I'm just reporting. So when I report on these things, it's not fact, because I've had a few comments saying, oh, that's a load of nonsense or whatever. I've never once said that this player is definitely joining Chelsea. I'm just commenting on things that I'm hearing. And so if something becomes concrete, then I'll let you know. But until then, as I said, there'll be lots of speculation. As I said, Chelsea didn't do any business in the summer, so everyone's just going to be expecting Chelsea to do business. We definitely will be doing business if the right player comes along. As I said, Jose Morris said there's definitely 2 areas that we're looking to improve on. And so expect the club to do business. And as I said, we don't know who the players are, but we do know that players will be coming in. So just stay in touch with this channel, and whenever anything else does come in that I hear about, I will let you know. Thank you. All right, don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on all.